On Michael Beard being found guilty today on 3 counts of murder, 1 count of first-degree murder for being a murder-for-hire case, and 2 counts of second-degree murder. As we've been reporting, WENY's Logan Wilson has been following this case from the very beginning and was in court today as that verdict was read.
After nearly 2 weeks of testimony, hearing from 52 witnesses, 12 jurors deliberated for around 7 hours and found Michael Beard guilty on all counts of killing Kelly Stage Clayton in her Caton home back in September of last year. And for the prosecution and law enforcement on this case, they say this is just part 1 of getting justice for Kelly.
This guy was indeed the actual hitman, and this guy is a bad person, and it feels good for the family. It feels good for me to give the family some relief, but obviously we have round 2 coming up.
Michael Beard is convicted of being hired by Thomas Clayton to kill his wife Kelly in their Caton home on September 29, 2015. A jury found Beard guilty of first-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree murder. Special District Attorney Weeden Wetmore says he believes this verdict helps his upcoming case against Thomas Clayton.
We're obviously on the right track because the jury, in fact, found Beard guilty of the top count, which indeed was that Clayton hired him to do this.
The jury deliberated for around 7 hours. They asked to hear back Beard's testimony, DNA testimony, and the definition of the charges. After hearing back the DNA testimony, they had a verdict within minutes.
Matching profile of Michael Beard's was not something that had been left at the premises for a long period of time, but that it was fresh, arising out of this crime. I think that was what perhaps put the nail in the coffin for them, or what convinced them.
Coming up on WENY News at 6, hear from Michael Beard's attorneys as well as reaction from Kelly's family moments after the verdict was read. But for now, reporting from the Steuben County Courthouse, Logan Wilson, WENY News.
We begin tonight with a breaking news update. Michael Beard has been found guilty of killing Kelly Stage Clayton in September of last year. Now Beard convicted of being hired by Thomas Clayton to kill his wife Kelly in their home in Caton. WENY's Logan Wilson's been following this story from the very beginning and has reaction today from Kelly's family tonight.
Earlier this afternoon, a jury found Michael Beard guilty of killing Kelly Stage Clayton back in her Caton home in September of 2015. And just after that verdict came down, the family reacted in cheers and cries. But the attorneys for the defendant say they believe he thought this verdict was coming.
We got it.
A victory for family and friends of Kelly Stage Clayton, as one of the men accused of killing her was found guilty Friday afternoon. 12 jurors found Michael Beard guilty of first-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree murder. Despite the defense's argument that their client made a false statement to police, they say it was an uphill battle.
I think he was prepared for it, hopeful that it would turn out differently after the expert testimony and of the false confession expert and the DNA, but it was a lot to overcome nonetheless.
During the trial, the defense didn't cross-examine many witnesses. However, when the prosecution rested, Michael Beard's attorneys called him to the stand. Beard testified to being hired by Clayton to burn down their empty home, but said he never killed Kelly Clayton.
We still feel strongly about that. In the meantime, we'll be speaking with our client and preserving his rights to appeal and any post-verdict motions that we intend to file. We'll have to take a look at all that.
Michael Beard is set to be sentenced at the end of January and is facing life in prison without the possibility of parole. Thomas Clayton, Kelly's husband, will go on trial for the same charges on January 9th. Reporting from the Steuben County Courthouse, Logan Wilson, WENY News.